Everybody wants to know if you can win the lottery using remote viewing. Well, the answer actually is yes, you can. But don't expect to take a short course and go out the next day and get rich, because it's just not going to happen. First of all, you have to learn to remote view. Then you have to learn to remote view forward in time. And that's a tricky thing. Then you run into a problem that all psychics and all remote viewers, even controlled remote viewers, run into. And that is that numbers are not real. And so they're extremely hard to remote view. Numbers are just basically the biggest embarrassment that psychics and remote viewers face. So another method has to be used, and in remote viewing we have a tool which is called association, and it has spawned a type of remote viewing called associative remote viewing. Let me give you an example and show you the basics of how it works. Okay, let's say that we have found a viewer, and through proper databasing we found that this viewer is excellent at getting tastes. And nobody's good at getting numbers, and so what we're going to do is we're going to set up a situation where we associate totally different tastes with distinctive numbers, and such as vinegar equals 0, sugar equals 1, and so on. Now, to show you how this works, let's create a timeline and start it in the evening, let's say about 7 p.m. At 7 p.m., they're going to draw a lottery ball, and that lottery ball will have a number on it, and let's say that it comes up with 5. So we look on our chart and we find that 5 is associated with mint. So we give ourselves a little bit of time to go out and buy some mints and get everything ready, and then right at 9 p.m. we bring the viewer in and we have him taste the mint that we are using for feedback. All right. Let's take this timeline and extend it out the other direction. Here's 10 a.m. in the morning. At 10 a.m. we can sit down and have him give us a remote viewing session to pick the lottery number. But that's very difficult. However, for this viewer, it's very easy for him to go move to 9 p.m. and find out what he is going to taste. So at 10 a.m. we set him down and we say, move to 9 p.m. and tell me what you taste. He does his session. He comes back with the answer, I taste mint. In order for him to taste mint at 9 p.m., there will have to have been a 5 on the ball at 7 p.m. Therefore, between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., we go out and we buy a ticket with a 5 on it. Now, if we do this for every digit in the lottery, then we've put in a good day's work, and actually we've earned a good day's pay. Like I say, that's a simplified explanation of the principles behind associative remote viewing. Now, like I say, you're not going to take a short course and go out and get rich on this, because working in time, beginning viewers tend to slide around in time. And what you're trying to do with this method is you're trying to pinpoint one moment in the future and go exactly to that moment and nowhere else. So it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of experience, it takes learning, and it takes doing it in a scientific method repeatedly, time after time after time, until you get into the habit of doing it. And so the answer is yes, it can be done. But it takes practice, it takes work.